So the entire timeline is now flipping macro bearish. But in today's video, we're going to find out if we really are or if everything is going to be okay. Alright guys, so it's Saturday. Yesterday was a pretty bad day. It hasn't been the best week for the perma bulls who are expecting up only forever. But don't worry, because in today's video, guys, I'm going to take you through how I see the market, why I stay so chilled in these times, why you never really see me turn into an emotional trader or start to say it's all over or this is the end. And yes, I'm sorry about the title, but we're actually not. Now, nature's healing, guys. We were in greed. We're now going back down to neutral. And when I show you some charts in a second, you're going to realize we probably have got a little bit more way to go down on the crypto fiat and greed index, which is absolutely fine because in these times, it's max opportunity. But I do want to say when it comes to Twitter, please be careful of these because, you know, literally no reason as to why this is happening. Just, are you ready? You know, double top, see you guys at 50k. Again, they were saying this all the way down here, see you at 40k. And then we had a super reverse rally out of there. People using the linear scale instead of the logarithmic scale. And everyone knows that the log scale is a much more accurate depiction of the market. And I know Tyler S, he's actually quite good. But, you know, even this sort of engagement farming, you're never going to see me doing this engagement farming on Twitter, guys. So again, like if you want to find out my thoughts and opinions, like live time, I tweet all the time. The link for my Twitter is in the description. Again, if you want to join a members club, you can do that. I think there's 50% off at the moment. The market makers may just be trying to sweep all the liquidity, also drive us into a max fear event as well. If we do get this liquidity just under 95k, we'll be super fearful. And then you couple that with this narrative now is going to be the largest ever outflow in Bitcoin ETFs. But all you got to do, guys, is just look at the net flows. So far, the net flows over the past year is still positive, guys. Okay, everyone wants to ignore the fact that look at all of these ETF inflows. We want to focus on one candle. And for you guys to visualize it a little bit more, you could just go onto CoinGlass. You could say total spot net inflows in USD. You're going to see inflows in green, outflows in red. Still net positive. Okay, not many that are net negative. Majority net positive. But people will like to hold on to whatever they want to hold on to, guys. Now, listen. Bitcoin conference has just completed, and you know what? It was actually interesting because I saw a tweet about Bitcoin conference dumps and stuff, and I thought, you know what? Let me have a look in the charts for myself. Now I've gone to the past 2 Bitcoin conferences, 3 including this one, and this was in 2024, guys. After the Bitcoin conference, I believe it finished on the 22nd of August. Right, had a little bit of a pump, but then for the remaining 1, 2, 3, how many bars is that? 14 bars. So 2 weeks. We actually saw a drop of 20% after the 2024 Bitcoin conference. To go to 2023, then you're going to see here, guys, I think it ended around the 8th of May or 9th of May. It was around here, right? So again, we saw around a month drop, 12%. If you even want to go back to 2022, I wouldn't really like to use this one because it really was the start of the bear market, which I don't think we're in now. It was around the beginning of April, end of March, you know, even this dropped 20% over the space of a month. And then, you know, we really do enter the bear market after that. If we go all the way to 2 weeks, then that's going to be around the middle of June, which is where a lot of cycle traders do believe the cycle low is due. A 10% drop is going to fill the liquidity, but then it's also going to bring us back to the 100 MA. And not only that, guys, I mean, you just look at the total 3 as well. This is a chart that I drew up for all of you guys ages ago. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed, then the green zones were bottoming out zones that we tracked ahead of time. And again, the last one that we did track when this was around 74k Bitcoin proved to be a massive level of support for Bitcoin. However, it was extreme fear in this time, okay? End of April, beginning of April, right? Everyone was saying that we were going back down to 50k. Now, what could be on the cards if we do want to drop again another, what, 10%, 15% from where we are? That's just going to be a perfect retest of this trend line where we could find support maybe early June and then have a resumption of the uptrend. And what would that be in line with, guys? It would be in line with us revisiting, or visiting, should I say, the must-take profit zone. So while everyone's saying that you know, we're going into a bear market, yet Total 3 hasn't even broken out of the all-time high? Do you believe that this cycle is going to be different from the others? Do you think that we're never going to break out of the all-time high? I don't really see it like that, guys. You know, even if we just get a slightly higher all-time high, would make sense. But one thing for our altcoins that we need to be paying attention to is going to be the Bitcoin dominance. And a lot of you guys always ask me, you know, why hasn't altcoin season started? Why hasn't it started? It is literally because Bitcoin dominance has been going up for the past 3 years, guys. Okay, so until Bitcoin dominance has confirmed candle failures below, and below this trend line here, guys, below 57%, we're not going to see the true alt season. We'll see alt relief windows, but we're not going to see a true alt season. But something that gives us all hope is that 1, 2, 3 times in the past when we did hit 70% dominance, it was followed by really, really sharp drawdowns, and that's how you saw pretty much everything up only season. So is it a good idea to be giving up on the market now? Is it a good idea to be giving up on the market when we've locked out so many non-believers, right, all the way down here at 70 something K, broke the all-time high, come back down to retest the all-time high before an uptrend? Does that make sense, guys? Because again, similarities. It seems like crypto has a very short memory, or people in crypto have a very short memory, because the exact same thing happened when we were in this 6-month consolidation, right? Broke out, retest, oh no, we're going into a bear market, boom, locked everyone out. Same thing is most likely happening again. So yes, we've got a lot of resistance to be breaking. We've got a lot of areas to hold, guys. We really need to be holding around 95k. That would be the sweep of liquidity, but also will be the 100 MA on the daily. Okay, so the fact that we were expecting a pump just above all-time highs, a sweep below of the highs, which we have now, before a sharp reversal maybe in the coming week or two, everything is going to plan. So again, people on Twitter, some people on YouTube, they just don't have any foresight. They don't know how to stick to the game plan. They're just very reactive to the market, guys. So again, we're going to be keeping our eyes on the market. If anything changes, I'll let you guys know. If you're new, you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's all stay in it together, guys. So you let me know your thoughts on the market. I know a lot of you guys are probably fed up by now. Let me know in the comment section, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Peace.